What happened last Thursday, June 12th, with Google Google Cloud Services? Was it a DDoS attack? Was there an ISP issue? Or did Google forget to turn on their servers? Who knows? Well, we're going to find out, because a lot of services were down. Spotify was down. Discord was down. Snapchat was down. Twitch was down. Shopify, Anthropic, Replit, GitLab. Everything that used Google Drive, like Google Docs, Google Sheets, tons of stuff depend on Google Cloud. DoorDash was down, so you know some tech bros were without food for a couple hours. And no one likes a bunch of hangry tech bros. And we're going to find out what exactly happened. All right, we're going to look at the incident that happened last Thursday, June 12th, when all the services went down on Google and we got the incident report. And yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, a bunch of stuff was down. There was like a bunch of video games went down. It was pretty crazy. We're going to figure out what happened. We're going to find out what happened. We got the incident report, and okay, yeah, we're just going to jump right in and go through the whole incident report right now. So yeah, let's do it. We got the service health. This page provides status information on the services that are part of Google Cloud. Check back here to view the current status of the services listed below. If you are experiencing an issue not listed here, please contact support. Okay, this is just the prelude. Okay. This is a lot of stuff. Incident affecting API gateway, agent assist, Alloy DB for Postgres, Squeal, Apigee Edge, Apigee Hybrid. Okay, I don't know what any of this stuff is. Fusion, Firestore, logging. Not the logging. Cloud memory store. Okay, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Big table, big query. Oh no. Multiple GCP products are experiencing service issues. Issues began at June 12th, 10:51, and ended 8 hours later. And then, so these are the locations that got affected. So it's a bunch of places. Yeah, 8 hours. London, Singapore, Tokyo, Las Vegas. All right. Google Cloud Workspace and Google Security Operations products experienced increased 503 errors in external API requests impacting customers. 503 errors. Okay, hold up. What's a 503 error? 503 error. Service unavailable. Okay, that's just a service unavailable. So this can happen when there's like memory or CPU limits. Lots of reasons why. It's kind of strange because it's not like a 500, which is like an internal server error, which I thought it was, but we're going to find out. We deeply apologize for the impact this outage has had. Google Cloud customers and their users trust their businesses to Google, and we will do better. We apologize for the impact this has had not only on our customers, businesses, and their users, but also on the trust of our systems. We are committed to making improvements to help avoid outages like this moving forward. So what happened? Google and Google Cloud APIs are served through our Google API management and control planes. Distributed regionally, these management and control planes are responsible for ensuring each API request that comes in is authorized, has the policy and appropriate checks like quota to meet their endpoints. Okay. The core binary that is part of this policy check system is known as service control. Service control is a regional service that has a regional data store that it reads quota and policy information from. So I guess this is why the issue was regional, or at least it like affected regions. And they fixed and the regions came back online like periodically. Like they fixed region at a time. This store metadata gets replicated almost instantly globally to manage quota policies for Google Cloud and our customers. On May 29th, 2025, a new feature was added. Oh, see, that's where it happens. That's what happens. Shouldn't have added the new feature. Ooh, the regression. The regression. Okay. It was added to service control for additional quota policy checks. Ooh. it's always a bug or a feature. Or both. Or the same. It's the same, but different. This code change and binary release went through our region by region rollout. I knew it! But the code path that failed was never exercised. That's a weird way of putting it. The code path that failed was never went to the gym. During this rollout, due to needing a policy change that would trigger the code. So they didn't test the code because testing the code required a policy change that would trigger the code. Okay. As a safety precaution, this code change came with the red button to turn off that particular policy serving path. The issue with this change was that it did not have appropriate error handling, nor was it feature flag protected. Oh, no. Dude, not feature flag protected, bro. For something this important? Not tested, not feature flag protected. Or at least not tested. It's probably, I guess it wasn't like end-to-end tested. They probably had unit tests or something, but they probably mocked the unit tests, didn't catch it. But dude, you got to feature flag stuff this important. I don't get it. Yeah, I feel bad for the person that caused the issue, because, you know, you can never like really blame one person. Like, because every code change goes through like a series of steps. Like you have QA, you have code reviewer, you have like automated systems that should check stuff. Hopefully, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Without the appropriate error handling, the null pointer pointer. It was literally. No, I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh at this, dude. It's classic. It's a classic. It's a no. It's a no pointer exception. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta show you something. I guys gotta show you. Hold up. Let me find it.
Come on, you guys. There it is, right there in front of you the whole time. You're dereferencing a null pointer. Open your eyes.
Gets slapped. Oh my gosh, dude. If back in the day, like back in the good old days, you get slapped for every time you give dereference a no pointer, to just slap you. I guess that would work. That might work to. You definitely don't want that to get slapped. Maybe if we had more of that, we'd have better quality code. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'm just saying. Feature flags. Okay, the null pointer caused the binary to crash. Ooh, yeah. I mean, a null pointer is one thing, but if there's no like try catch to catch the null pointer exception and it just crashes everything, is a little rough. Feature flags, usually you can have like recover somehow. Feature flags are used to gradually enable the feature region by region for a project. Yeah, I mean, feature flags are important. We use feature flags everywhere at work. I have to like put feature flags on almost everything I do. And my job doesn't seem as important as this. But I guess a lot of people play Pokemon Go, so maybe I don't know, maybe is it okay. Could be important. Starting with starting with internal projects to enable us to catch issues. Okay, got it. If this had been flag protected, the issue would have been caught in staging. Okay, I don't understand this. I feel like I don't know how having a feature flag would have let you catch it. Because like if you didn't have one and it's just on, I feel like you would have still caught it. But I don't understand their internal process thingy at Google. So who knows? So on June 12, 2025, 10:45 a.m., a policy change was inserted into the regional spanner tables that service control uses for policies. Given the global nature of quota management, this metadata was replicated globally within seconds. Okay, sure. They need it in all the regions. The policy data contained unintended blank fields. Ooh. This is like really reminiscent of that time. You remember like when that security company borked everything because they forgot to like put some fields in some file? Dude, what was that company called? That was like a few months, like 6 months ago or something. I'm pretty sure this is like pretty much the same story. No, I think it was like, what was a security company that borked a bunch of computers recently. CrowdStrike. That's what it was. Do you remember that? CrowdStrike, they like They had like some missing. They forgot to like fill out a field or something, and then like the new code broke everything. Ooh, yeah, you don't want to affect the airports. Um. Okay. This. Then where was I? Okay, this pulled in blank fields for the respective policy change and exercised the code path that hit the null pointer, causing the binaries to go into a crash loop. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. A crash loop. Oh my goodness. This occurred globally given each regional deployment. Holy smokes. I hope that wasn't an infinite crash loop. I understand like when you have an error, like at least at our work, it's like we try 3 times. And then and then yeah, hopefully not the infinity loop. Yeah, we try 3 times and then we just give up at that point. It's like the retry policy. Within 2 minutes, our site reliability engineering team was triaging the incident. Within 10 minutes, the root cause was identified. And the red button to disable the serving path was being put in place. The button was ready to roll out 25 minutes from the start of the incident. Okay. Well, if they had it out that soon, what happened? Within 40 minutes of the incident, the red button rollout was completed, and we started seeing recovery access regions, starting with smaller ones first. With some of our larger regions, such as US Central, as service control tasks restarted, it created a herd effect on the underlying infrastructure. It depends on that spanner table, overloading infrastructure. Service control did not have the appropriate randomized exponential backoff implemented. To avoid this, so there's a load balancing issue when they ran this thing. It took up to 2 hours and 40 minutes to fully resolve in US Central 1. As we throttled tasks creation to minimize the impact on the underlying infrastructure and routed traffic to multi-regional databases to reduce the load. At that point, service control and API serving was fully recovered across all regions. Corresponding Google and Google Cloud products started recovering with some taking longer depending upon their architecture. What? But like, this thing happened for 8 hours. So why US Central took 2 hours and 40 minutes, which was like the longest one to resolve, right? Did they do like each region one by one or what? Because like if we go back up, it's like start at 10:45. I guess the timeline's like way at the top over here. Let me see. Oh yeah. So it ended at 8:18. So that's like literally, it's like 7 hours later. 7 hours and like 30 minutes or something. Oh my gosh, this thing is longer than I thought. What is our immediate path forward? Immediately upon recovery, we froze all changes to the service control stack and manual policy pushes until we can completely remediate the system. How did we communicate? We posted our first incident report to Cloud Service Health about 1 hour after the start of the crashes. Due to the Cloud Service Health infrastructure being down due to this outage for some customers, the monitoring infrastructure they had running on Google Cloud was also failing. The monitoring infrastructure was also failing. Oh, no. Leaving them without a signal of the incident or an understanding of the impact of their business and our infrastructure. We will adjust this going forward. Yeah, that's when the error monitoring is also erroring. That's not good. Probably some interdependency causing the delay. Yeah, you're probably right. 12 minutes to figure out, but still 8 hours to fix. Oh my goodness. What's our approach moving forward? Beyond freezing the system as mentioned above, we will prioritize and safely complete the following. All right. So what was our approach moving forward? Beyond freezing the system as mentioned above, we will prioritize and safely complete the following. We will modularize service controls architecture so the functionality is isolated and fails open. Great. Love the modularity. Thus, if a corresponding check fails, service control can still serve API requests. Okay, this is like they're doing a bunch of stuff to make it better. Mini incident report. We're deeply sorry for the impact. Yeah. Duration 3 hours. 12 June. Incident end. Oh wait, here it's saying it ended at 1:49. But I thought like US Central took a lot longer to figure out. Okay, this is just a smaller version of the report. And then here are all the things that failed. And then we also have like, we have specific timeline notes. Our engineers are continuing to mitigate the issue, and we have confirmation that the issue is recovered in some locations. That's good. 1209. Ooh. Oh, yeah. This is when they found out when the issue started. Multiple GCP products are experiencing service issues. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, that was crazy. It was crazy at work. A lot of our stuff was down. Pokemon Go was sort of working. A bunch of games were down. Yeah, when we like, it was funny because like I was like telling people, like people were like complaining why their Spotify was not working, and they didn't know that like this issue was happening. And they were like, "Oh, that makes so much sense." I can only imagine the companies be like, "Let them get their shit together quick." Yeah, well, wonder like this probably lost a lot of money for a bunch of companies in total, huh? It's like it seems like a good amount. A lot of companies, use Google Cloud. I wonder what is like the distribution of people who use Google Cloud versus AWS. What is the percent of companies using AWS versus Google Cloud? It's like AWS is like 29%, Microsoft Azure is 22%, and Google Cloud is like 12%. Historical context support this. So this is according to the Synergy Research Group, and then historically it's like 30% AWS, and then GCP is like 10, 12%. Okay. It kind of makes sense. I totally forgot about Microsoft is in the game. They're straight up in the game. That is a lot. Wow. What were the actual services that were down? There was a list somewhere. Let me see. See if I can find that list. Here we go. So I guess these were like These were like the services that were down. Google Nest. These are just some of the services. Discord, Twitch, Google Cloud, Khan Academy. Students failing. How many how many student failures were the result? There was another one. Oh yeah, down detector. Let me see down detector list. Google Cloud. I know down detector had one, but I don't know if it's still up. You see. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was a DDoS attack, but it wasn't a DDoS attack. I see in the comments here, they're like, it's a DDoS attack. Yeah, I don't see, where was that down detector? Down detector list, Google Cloud outage, June 12th. You can find it here. Yup. Dang it, I really want to see that list. Okay, well, anyways, just for the intro of the video, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, like